So this is simple gadget, like a pacifier. So what I can know the status of children. This is the sensor that has two sensors to detect the sucking status of children. So and the sensor can notify the status to his or her mother, like this. She's hungry. Okay. And next topic is animating things. The first one is a collaborative work with Yuta Sugiura. Oh, sorry. So here is a first toy, and we couldn't move this toy, but with this ring, we can move like this. And using several rings like this, we can collaborate with friends. Okay, I show you the mechanism on this ring. It's very simple. It uses the servo motors and distance sensor to detect the movement of brass toy. And it fixes with the magnets. And it actuates. And also, it can detect the movement like this. It can record and play like this. And also transmit to the other brass toy. Okay. Next one is the same topic as a ring, but this ring imitates the animal on the finger or hand. So this is the like a animal on the hand. So this is very small robot. It contains motors and microcontroller and batteries in one finger ring. And I asked my friends to use this one. They tried to make several kind of animals like this. It's really funny. Okay. So, change the topic to the human. So, I made this glass named the dizzy glass. But dizzy is a side effect. The main effect is the self-motion sensation. This glass presents the stripe to flowing right side or left side. And it was implemented only with the glass plane and the transparent liquid crystal. And we conducted an experiment like this. So if we wear the glass, we can or not walk straight or not. So this is a little bit longer, but if he finish walking, we can find the results. Yeah, we could change his trajectory of walking. And here's the result of 5 subjects. Yes. And next topic is understanding the skin status. This is the ring interface to understand the distance of the ring and finger. So I use the distance sensors around the finger ring, and it detects the movement and the force of finger. And this ring can also understand the rotation because the melanin content is different around the finger. So I gathered 22 people's data, and I normalized this data to make it possible to detect the rotation. So this is the demonstration. Please see the orange box that shows the command. So now pushing the B point and flip to the C and push the C button. And it recognizes also bending or clenching. And also it recognizes the rotation like this. Yeah. And go back to the skin, and this recognizes the tangential force on the skin, but sensing this sensation of motion is difficult without putting sensor on the skin, but we could using the distance sensor. So this is the principle of this sensor. If I apply the force to the skin, that detects the change of the distance between sensor and skin. And by putting two armband like this, we can change our body to the touch surface. And this is the demonstration of sensing. It recognizes the deformation of skin surface, like pinching. So, by using the machine learning, we can recognize, the system recognizes the touch status, including just touching or pinching or pulling to the direction of pinching. Okay, it takes a long time. So, and I also use this device to as a mouse. I could use this as a mouse to move the icons. It's a little bit hard for me. Okay, so the final topics is the interactive and knowledge surface. Using the same mechanism of the skin surface detection, I made the smartwatch controllers. It also detects the distance between the skin and the smartphone. So we can control the smartphone only using the skin. So we don't need to use the touch screen, because if I use the touch screen on the smartphone, I can't see the screen, right? I recognize 14 commands, including these essential touch commands. Okay. And also, it can recognize rotation by using the skin deformation. And this is a map, and with this device allows the user to control the map, zooming out, zooming in, and scroll like this, and rotate the pictures like this. Okay. And this one, I wanted to exchange contact or information with friends on the mobile phone, but I couldn't. So I tried to make the data communication system through the touch screen. So this device allows user to pick up icons or color from the iPhone and put data on the touch screen of the iPad. Okay. And here's the principle. I used only the relay switch here and the photo sensor on the back side. And when the touch screen emits the light, the sensor recognizes the light emission. And on the other hand, if the device wants to send the data, it changes the status of relay switch, so it can recognize the touching status. This is the sending part. The iPad sends the data with the light emission. And this is the receiving part. This device can change the touch status